It is a pleasing afternoon to all the ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Rudrarup Gupta. I'm one of the registered Sustainable Cosmos Ambassadors, Global Changemakers, and at the same point of time, I'm the SDG expert of most renowned Green Thinker Society under United Nations. I'm really privileged and feeling proud in all the regards since I'm one of the integral parts of I2OR International Institute of Organized Research, and on the other hand, Green Thinker Society in a very befitting manner for tomorrow. This is my prime responsibility to make you understand regarding one of the best topics right now, which has been already accepted in all over the world, just to enhance the wonderful and best occupational betterments in a very befitting manner for a shiny tomorrow. That is nothing apart from management science and leadership. So I have been working hard regarding this in all over the world in a very befitting manner, not only for the learners and very, very assiduous students, but I'm really trying to provide something new to all the eminent researchers, scientists, different acclaimed academicians, wonderfully acclaimed and renowned directors of different institutes and organizations, and on the other hand, most acclaimed and noted policymakers and global leaders. I'm paying my collegial regards and my best gratitude, which I'm placing from the core of my heart, and the wonderful feeling which I have by the virtue of Almighty right at this moment. I'm taking two very special names: Dr. Runki Gupta, former very eminent scientist, Psychology Research Unit, Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata, and on the other hand, Sri Malay Gupta, one of the very biggest and successful personalities. He's a veteran writer, and most notably, he is my revered father. So I have been entrenched in this wonderful occupational elegance through my most godly parents, and on the other hand, I've been sustainable just due to all of you in a very confident and most panoramic dimension of tomorrow. So just which am I waiting for? And believe me, I'm confident enough to discuss regarding one of the best topics ever, which is under management science leadership, that is, promising leaders are truly impactful to enrich our best occupational height or heights. Believe me, leaders are those people, they who are the seed of exploration and bit of execution through their prime education to find out the best solution. This is exactly what I do believe. And since I do believe the same, all the leaders have entrenched an exclusive equation to refine an organizational pathway in a very befitting manner, which is dream plus desire is equal to destiny. Yes, you must have a very significant dream or dreams, and that is why all those dreams shall have to be converted into your desires. Both the dreams and desires shall have to come in a very significant pathway and your loop to be culminated for tomorrow. Once both the dreams and the desires are into the same loop, then only you are eligible to draw your wonderfully acclaimed and forthcoming destinies for your own sustainability and for the ultimate sustainability of your society. The most important discussion is what exactly leaders do for an organization. They do inspire their followers. You shall have to remember the way leaders are in a very prior position to regulate an organization. Leaders do need some of the very diligent, aspiring, and most learned followers. They will be following the entire rules and regulations of an organization under the sublime guidelines of leaders, because without leaders, they are truly incompleted to stretch their hands and entrench their beautiful organizational goals within the stipulated time frame. After that, they do guide their followers to perform well. Every individual does need his or her guidance to be established and to be accepted both in national and international stature. Leaders do understand followers in terms of their knowledge, in terms of the destined organizational rules and regulations, and on the other hand, all the organizational assignments will be assigned based upon their qualitative measures, based upon their collective desires, and on the basis of the ultimate involvements and participations of both leaders and followers in a same pathway. Prime objectives, it is absolutely very simple. Leaders are always in a very prior position to think about the promotion. Without promotion, how it is possible for them to be sustainable? How it is possible for them to be competitive with others? Because this is a matter of competition. This is a great time to compete with others in terms of money, magnitude of business, and the best business goodwill. They do always think about their existing economical strength. It is one of the integral parts, one of the crucial mediums for them to go ahead along with their existing proceedings, existing manpowers, existing available resources. And that is how they shall be ensuring the celerity of business without any fail. Because this very core of a business shall be truly conducive for an exclusive organizational success in the end. And finally, leaders' contributions will be evaluated just through these above points, because leaders do think about themselves, leaders do think about the ultimate pathway of an organization, which is absolutely unparalleled and incomparable in nature right from day one, in a very, very confident fashion, because all the organizations do signify their own image. All the organizations do highlight their own existence in front of this entire globe without any fail. The needful matters, yes. Leaders shall have to think about the location of an organization, where the organization is being located or situated, because this situated organization shall be asking for so many things, right from the magnitude of business to his or her exclusive and entire occupational outputs. After that, all the leaders shall have to have their prior knowledge, how, when, where, and what exactly they are going to do in terms of their business, because otherwise they shall be nowhere and they shall be losing plenty of money. They shall be really forfeited and insolvent if they do not know even how to implement their strategies, which are absolutely productive and positive in nature to be implemented. After that, one of the very pivotal points, which is patience. Every individual shall need the patience to be sustainable, to be successful, and to be absolutely regulated under the wonderful, sublime guidelines of all the successful and most enriching policymakers right now in this industry. So that is how their discovery, their all-round frame of minds will be comprehensively highlighted for an organization to reflect upon, because we must survive in terms of money, acceptance, and the wonderful celerity of business. Here, celerity means the speed of movements, without which we are truly incompetent to grow and glow at the same time. Noted activities. A leader is having plenty of activity or activities rather in the end to deal with. First of all, they must have to have a very, very clear communication skill. It is absolutely very important and imperative at the same time, because without skill, how shall I be able to make you understand what exactly I am going to do, and how it is going to be possible without any prior assistance of yours? That is why the message should be cleared and crystal right from the very beginning. Otherwise, it is of no sense, it is of no value in the end, because we must pay the value to each another, because it is a functional activity. It is an operational, organizational paradigm which we shall have to deal with along with our focused concentration and mute attention, along with our distinguished educational core without any fail. And that is why we are alive. We shall be alive along with our best prosperous nitty-gritties and objectives at the same time. We shall have to present in such a very, very lucid manner as if it is continuously understandable and amicable for them. For them means all the leaders and followers at the same time to understand each another, because these presentation skills shall have to be really rewarding and priceless at the same time. We must understand what exactly we are going to do. We must realize how it is going to be possible. Without the prior skill of presentation, it is not going to be possible. Rather, it is going to be tricky. It is going to make some undeniable difficulties in front of us. And those are absolutely not curable. Those are not reachable, because we are here to find out the solutions. We are not here to create problems. That is why leaders are appointed in an organization without any second thought, because they are the ultimate pathfinders for an entire organization, along with their most supportive and obedient policymakers, followers, subordinates, and employees. On the other hand, they must have to have some depths of different languages. Always remember, different class, different people from different class, different people from different culture, different people from different religious artistry shall be coming and joining in an organization to work hard. So, being a leader, I must realize about the depth of different languages so that it is going to be easier for me to defend their conversations, defend their points, and most importantly, I'll be in a very, very comfortable zone to make them understand through my own languages, and I shall have to take the best notes from them according to their own regional languages, apart from all the unavoidable odds, because I shall have to understand what exactly they are going to focus upon, what exactly they are going to raise upon, what their points and how much those are imperative for an organizational future. And believe me, being a leader, I must realize we shall have to be successful collectively. Individual perspective. Every individual human being is having his or her own perspective to implement to in an organization. First of all, admiration. I must admire to the entire managerial hierarchy of an organization, because this is a courtesy. This is one of the integral and most significant parts of me and of the entire organization as a whole, to create an exclusive value and work culture. This admiration shall bring out an exclusive output of an organization within the stipulated time frame without any fail. And ultimately, we must have the best solution at the end of a day through different dimensional activities, different objectivities, and most importantly, our collective efforts may signify the same in terms of money and acceptance. Being a leader, I must pay them the space, ample space to work hard and to be absolutely comfortable. This comfortable zone shall be really productive, and most importantly, our ultimate virtuoso of occupation will be ensured both in national and international stature without a second thought. And finally, we must have to be the sound decision makers if we do implement all these 8 points in a very sequential equation for tomorrow. Because we must compete with others and we must win this undeniable occupational battle in all over the globe in a very, very meticulous manner. Finally, I must conclude again through a piece of beautiful line which has already been composed by me. That is, leadership is to realize the need and to visualize the success. We must analyze based upon various needs of others. Then only the analytical preview and analytical output will be generated into us. And being a leader, we must analyze just to ensure the success, individually and collectively, right from day one. Because without success, how shall an organization be accessible? Without access, how shall we draw the destiny? Because without destiny, we are just nowhere. That is why we should be the successful bunch of leaders, they who are into the prior position to navigate the best pathway for all of our collective attainments, procurements, and success at the same time. I2OR, which means International Institute of Organized Research, and Green Thinker Society are equally wished to be successful, and I have learned a lot under them because I've got plenty of acclaimed leaders over there, where L for learning of skillful movements, E for emergence of attainments, A for ambitious dexterity of success, D for destined occupational goals, whereas E signifies emotional engagements, and finally R, which brings out the concept called refinements altogether. That is how we have been still alive under most renowned I2OR and Green Thinker Society, and we firmly believe we shall be able to drive ourselves in a very, very unbeaten dimension in all over the globe, in every individual given situations, because education is ageless, endless, barless, and bottomless in nature. We are educated, we shall be more educated, and we shall have to be much educated to be sustainable in this society, along with these both crucial and pivotal concepts of I2OR and Green Thinker Society, because they are the ultimate channelized pathfinders for every individual in this most captivating society indeed. And from the perspective of an organizational point of view, they are the best, they are the one of the sustainable concepts ever in the history of commerce occupation, and education in all the regards. That's all for now. I wish you all the best. I'm paying my best collegial regards and warm gratitude to all the organizing committee members and veteran leaders of I2OR and Green Thinkers, especially all the policymakers of these two concepts, and on the other hand, all the beautifully acclaimed and successful leaders, followers, sustainable employees, and navigators to be entirely evergreen in enriching yourselves for shiny and successful tomorrow. I wish you all the best, and I'm praying to my Almighty for all of us to be safe and brilliantly accomplished over the coming years in style. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.